Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, when Vāmana-deva appeared, the demigods came and they offered prayers, and the Lord appeared as a dwarf Brahmana, and different devatas offered him various things. Mother Earth gave him something, Aditi, his mother, gave him something. All the different demigods gave him something on his appearance day. And then immediately he went to the spot where Bali Maharaj was performing a sacrifice. Shukracharya, his priest, his guru, was engaging him in the sacrifice. So the Lord appeared in this dwarf Brahmin form, and it is the custom that the Brahmana can beg charity from the Grihastha. So, when Vāmana-deva came to Bali, Vāmana-deva was very intelligent. He first of all glorified Bali. This is what is called a preaching tactic. First you puff the guy up, and then you make your request. So Vāmana-deva said, "Oh, Bali, your dynasty is so exalted. Your ancestor, Hiranyaksha, he fought against Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu had a hard time fighting against you. And Hiranyaksha gave him a good fight." And he also mentioned about Hiranyakashipu. He said, yes, the Lord was very much afraid and worried. So in this way, Vāmana-deva was presenting things in a certain way, showing Bali Maharaj that he was fully aware of his illustrious dynasty as the king of the demons. So Bali Maharaj, he was very, very pleased to see this beautiful dwarf Brahman. And since he was performing the sacrifice, and since he was now king of the world, he wanted to give some charity. And so here is the conversation. I'd like to read to you what Bali Maharaj said to Lord Vāmana-deva. So try to hear with rapt attention. Are you ready to hear? No. All right. So here's Bali. O son of a Brahmana, your instructions are as good as those of learned and elderly persons. Nonetheless, you are a boy, and your intelligence is insufficient. Thus, you are not very prudent in regard to your self-interest, because Bali said, I can give you whatever you want. But Vāmana-deva said, I just want 3 steps of land. So this is what Bali is, 3 steps of land. He said, I'm able to give you an entire island because I am the proprietor of the 3 divisions of the universe. You have come to take something from me and have pleased me by your sweet words, but you are only asking 3 paces of land? You are not very intelligent. O small boy, one who approaches me to beg something should not have to ask anything more, anywhere. Therefore, if you wish, you may ask from me as much land as will suffice to maintain you according to your needs. Now, what Vāmana says in reply is very instructive. Especially this first sentence is very applicable to every one of us, no exceptions. Listen carefully to what God, this is God. This is not some boy. This is God himself. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Uvacha. The same Bhagavan who speaks Bhagavad Gita, okay? He's God. So take this very seriously. Oh, my dear king, even the entirety of whatever there may be within the three worlds to satisfy one's senses cannot satisfy a person whose senses are uncontrolled. So the point here is what we learn from Bhagavad Gita, what we learn from all true religious teachings. Religion must have sense and mind control. If your so-called religion is not teaching you mind and sense control, you're not practicing religion. There must be austerities. There must be self-control, sense control, mind control. Otherwise, you are practicing a cheating religion. This is real religion, sense and mind control. Look what Vāmana-deva, God is saying. If your senses are uncontrolled, even if you have at your disposal everything, you'll still not be satisfied. That's the point. Whereas if your senses and mind are controlled, then you can be satisfied with even something very little. Your senses are not controlled, even you have 10 billion, what are you thinking? I must get 11. Yes, there are demon rascals who think like that. Right now, they're ruling disruling, whatever you want to say, ruling the planet. They have so much, they're filthy rich. Not enough. More. And why do they do it? Because I can. Yeah, that's how demons think. They don't really need it, but because I can, I do. I don't really need another billion, but because I can do it. Demons. That's a demon. A Vaishnava devotee, right? How many chapatis can you eat in one sitting? 6. But not 26, right? Right? So the billionaire, how many, does that mean, oh, I'm a billionaire, now I can eat 1 billion chapatis? No. Vāmana-deva continues. If I were not satisfied with 3 steps of land, then surely I would not be satisfied even with possessing one of the 7 islands consisting of 9 varshas. Even if I possessed one island, I would hope to get others. We have heard that although powerful kings like Prithu and Maharaj Gaya achieved proprietorship over the 7 dvipas, they could not achieve satisfaction or find the end of their ambitions. This is similar to what in the 9th canto Maharaj Yayati. Maharaj Yayati is one of Krishna's ancestors. One of his sons was Yadu. Krishna took birth in the... So, and guess who appears in that Leela also? Shukracharya. Yes, the Shukracharya appears throughout Bhagavatam. He's always with the demons. And so, Yayati, it is explained in the 9th canto that he was enjoying such nice sexual sense gratification, and in the end, what did he tell his wife? My lusty desires are never fulfilled. He was enjoying for 1,000 years because he was cursed by Shukracharya, but one of his sons agreed to take the curse of old age, and he took his son's youth so that he could enjoy more sex with his wife. And the Bhagavatam says that he was enjoying like this for 1,000 years, and what did he say? I'm still not satisfied. So therefore, Yayati said, if you want to be satisfied, you have to stop this business of sense gratification. You have to stop it. That's it. So as householders, yes, you have some license for sense gratification. License means restriction. Otherwise, you're a demon. Demon means no restriction on sense gratification. Unlimited. But a proper grihastha, the sense gratification is allowed, but it is controlled, it is restricted, it is regulated. Bhagavad Gita also says regulation. Not that whenever I want, how much I want. No. There has to be, like I said at the beginning, sense control. So you, as householders, you're allowed to enjoy your senses, but within restriction, within limit, according to religious principles. Not just because I feel like it. That's demoniac life. So Yayati was like, so Vāmana-deva is now continuing. Here is a big one. Here's what Vāmana-deva says. One should be satisfied with whatever he or she achieves by one's previous destiny, for discontent can never bring happiness. A person who is not self-controlled will not be happy even with possessing the three worlds. Material existence causes discontent in regard to fulfilling one's lusty desires and achieving more and more money. I have direct experience of this. I go to some places and I am preaching in some circumstances, and there's one individual I know personally, all he wants is money. Money. He dreams and thinks and sleeps money. And he said in public, he said that when I die, I want my ashes to be on a golden casket. And all my money I want there in my casket. So I know someone like this. What did Prabhupada used to say? Money, 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 sweeter than honey. But Vāmana-deva is saying, this is the cause for the continuation of material life, which is full of repeated birth and death. But one who is satisfied by that which is obtained by destiny is fit for liberation from this material existence. A Brahmana who is satisfied with whatever is providentially obtained is increasingly enlightened with spiritual power. But listen to this, listen. But the spiritual potency of a dissatisfied Brahmana decreases as fire diminishes in potency with water when it's sprinkled upon it. Therefore, O king, from you, the best of those who give charity, I ask only 3 paces of land. By such a gift, I shall be very pleased. Here's the final message of Vāmana-deva. For the way of happiness is to be fully satisfied, to receive that which is absolutely needed. I think we could all chant that. Are you ready? Please repeat. The way of happiness, is to be fully satisfied, to receive that which is absolutely needed. So when Prabhupada was starting ISKCON, there was a slogan. And that slogan was, simple living, high thinking. But what is the non-devotee? High living, simple thinking. Just the opposite. Yes. So, and then there's another statement by Prabhupada in first canto. Material well-being automatically follows spiritual well-being, but not necessarily the opposite. If that was true, then all these big millionaires would be joining the kirtan and opening, but they don't do that. No, they're planning on how to make more. Like that, what's that guy in New York? The one with the weird hair? Frump. Donald Frump. Chump. Yes. And you know what he said once? You know what he said, actually? If there's a God, I'm screwed. Because he knows he's a rascal. He knows it. Yes. Just wait, Mr. Trump. Your day is coming. As it came for Kamsa, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, and all of us. Our day is coming. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,